I started wet sanding on the bed. So I guess just give a quick little rundown of what this all involves. So I'm using a hard block, which is basically just a plastic block. Ran over the whole truck with 1000 grit, and just kind of knocked off any dust nibs, and primarily the line from I guess painting it, from the base coat. So knocked all that off, and now I'm gonna run it over with 1200, and that's when I'll cut it. I'll actually cut it flat, so you won't see any of those, I guess, orange peel spots. And then after 1200, I'm gonna jump up to 2000 and then 3000 to finish it, and then I'll start the buffing on it. I'm gonna plan on having it all sanded tonight, and then come tomorrow I'll start the buffing process. This is what they refer to as trizec, which you throw on the DA with a foam pad. As you can see, it works really easily. Honestly, there's not much to it. Self-explanatory, I guess, but I guess I'll go over it. So the point is of going so fine, and I hope the camera can pick this up, but when you go so fine, like up to 2000 or even 3000, that's as high as they go, you can almost start seeing a reflection without even running a buffer. Let me get a towel real quick. So I took this all the way to 1200, which honestly was a big jump from 1200 up to 2000 trizec, but it should be fine. I mean, worst case, I guess we'll figure out. Once I start buffing it, I'll find out what the deal is. But here, as you can tell, you're already starting to see reflection, so it makes the whole buffing and polishing process go through a lot easier. So I'm just gonna keep going, hit the entire bed with this. I might buff an area tonight just to see if it's okay, so then I can worry less tomorrow. But yeah, I'll keep going at it, and then I mean, there's no point in recording just me working with the DA. So I'll come back in a little bit when it's time to buff. Probably throw on the head cam setup, and then record that so you guys can see how it is. And again, it's hard to tell what the camera can pick up and can't pick up, can't pick up. So I'll assume it picks up what I'm seeing. So don't have any strong lights to like point. I guess I can use my phone to show you guys once I start polishing. But anywho, that's a problem when we get there. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. We are all trizec'd 2000, so it's late, honestly, so I'm just gonna do a test spot like I mentioned earlier, just to see if I'm gonna be happy with it. So I'm using the wool pad with just 3M cutting compound, nothing special. It's their waterborne stuff. It was good, and then I tried something that was better, so now I just gotta waste this. I have a brand new bottle too, and then I'll probably switch over to something else. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to hit it harder with 2000 or Trizec. Let me see. I sanded up here only with 2000. I haven't used 3M in a little bit because that's not what we used at the shop. So I do remember it takes a little bit longer to take out scratches. I believe they claim, what do they claim? They claim 1200 or finer, which that's what I last blocked with was 1200, but 3M always seems to take a little bit longer than the rest. And that was only 1300, so let's try 1400. I doubt the camera will pick this up, but it's usually only under fluorescent light where you can kind of see things better. But there's still sand scratches. It's just gonna take a lot more passes to get them all out. But let me try to get this spot perfect before we wrap this up. I'm not happy with that so far. Let me try this other compound here and see if that does any better. I don't know. But this stuff works really good. Yeah, works way better. I mean, that right there is a night and day difference from what 3M was doing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get myself a bottle of that. It'll make this a lot easier. Like way easier. Yeah, let me just do like a brand new unbuffed spot with this compound. This is like a product review now. There's that. Yeah, like right here in the center, it is literally basically like good. And that's like really good. Usually outside you don't see a lot of things like under fluorescent lights, but I'm gonna do a side-by-side with 3M with one similar pass. Let's just see. Well, okay, now that's good, but I was actually thinking about it as I was buffing. It's probably not good to, I probably still had residue from that compound on the pad before I started buffing this, so that was more or less a blend rather, but. So this is a spur. It's used to clean wool pads, to clean off any compound that sticks on, because after some heat or whatever use, the compound just sticks on, and it also cleans out the loose furs. When you get these brand new, they make a mess. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, it's none of this from what I can see is what I would call good. And that's just one pass. Granted, one pass is a tall order, but that other compound does it in one pass. So yeah, it's like I said, like this area right here is like perfect. It's to my standards, which are fairly high. But anywho, I'll probably be fine with the 3M. I'm just gonna have to do multiple passes, but yeah, I mean that's basically it. I mean, I don't know, there's not much to it. I will probably use a small wool pad. It can't really get all the way in the corner, so I'll probably use a small wool pad with the mini buffer. Hit all the hard. That's what I normally do first. Actually, I normally hit all the hard spots, so that'll probably where I'm gonna start tomorrow. Is hitting all the goofy areas is what I call them, because the big buffer doesn't get them, and sometimes like you get antsy and you try to get them with the big buffer and you end up like burning through, and it's just so much easier doing all the weird stuff first and then buffing the whole side or whatever rather after. But yeah, so I'll probably run this area, do this, and I sometimes do edges too, so I'll probably do the lips, the front probably. Yeah, I'll probably do the front too. I normally do all the edges. Hit all the edges really good with a little buffer. Hit them good around the gas cap and all the way around. Probably the LT area too. I'll probably hit all that and everything. But like I said, I'll probably go around and do all that. I'm still not comfortable when it comes to recording when other people are around. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But tomorrow, Old Man Ed isn't here. So tomorrow's Friday, by the way. Friday, I think November 4th or something like that. So tomorrow's goal is to have the bed completely buffed, happy, polished, and then after I do that, then I just got to bring the truck down. So, but that's where this, I guess, segment of video will end, and then I'll start, or I should say episode, and then the next one will start once I bring the truck down. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, and then I'll be back tomorrow and then drop probably another clip of the bed all buffed and outside in the sun checking it, and then that'll be it. All right, so here's the bed completely buffed and polished. So finished it up last night. It was just late, so I didn't record it, but it is officially all done. Overall, I'm super happy with it, so it's nice to have it done. So this will basically, like I said, conclude the part one that I was explaining the other day. The one thing I've noticed about, I guess, my recording, which I still got to learn, is I record a lot of segments, and I need to record like one long continuous videos and then edit from there instead of doing small things. So I'm trying to get better and trying to learn from, I guess, others or my own mistakes, and just to get better, I guess, viewing pleasure. But I'll definitely practice that on the bed, or I'm sorry, on the cab, which I'm starting soon.